until my will runs dry. Sin die or sin.
Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Kendall Hart. I'm so excited to be doing this video per usual. This is going to be an updated everyday makeup routine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really switch up my makeup too much. I am pretty much a one-hit wonder. I either do a light beat where I'm just covering up my dark spots and keeping it pushing, or I do what I have on today, which is like my just go-to signature look. So yes, let's dive deep into it. It's gonna be very detailed. I'm gonna be showing y'all products, brushes, placements, techniques, the whole 9 yards, everything that you need to also be super cute and super glam without doing too much. And I guess this is like a no eyeshadow look, a classy, feminine, not doing too much look. I don't really know what to call this. This is just me. But yes, let's get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment any questions you have, and I do not take complaints. Okay, you guys, first things first, I do have a little bit of mixed emotions about this one. I do a really bad job of like which primer is better than another one, but I just typically will try to look for like a mattifying primer, one that doesn't make your skin too oily. So this is the one I use. It's the REFY Face Primer Blur and Hydrate. It's in the tan bottle. I only do primer if I know I'm gonna need my makeup to last over like 6 hours. If I'm just doing like an everyday look, I don't really do primer, but I think it does add like a little bit of glow and smoothing out, evening my skin. So my skin is in shambles right now, but we move, okay? This is the REFY Brow Sculpt in the shade Clear. I don't know if they have different ones, but this is the one I use. And I'm gonna take this, kind of put like an even amount. My brows usually look like this. And then I'm gonna take the brush end and I'm gonna brush up. Honestly, I need my eyebrows done, but once again, we move. So after I brush them completely up, I don't touch the tops, I'm gonna take my hand and kind of just press into it to add a little bit of extra, I don't know, stay, last. And then now, immediately, because I find that this dries very quickly, I will take the comb end of this and I brush over on the top. Just very lightly. And this part is very serious because y'all know eyebrows can make or break if your makeup looks good. I like a skinnier brow, so this is what we're looking like. Now, before I underline my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and take my MAC 24-Hour Studio Fix Concealer. This is honestly running low, but I will place this. I have a little pimple right there, so I'll put that there, and then the rest are kind of like my dark spot areas. So I'll just put that over there. I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation on my top lip, so I'll just put a thin layer there. And then I have a lot of hyperpigmentation in this area right here, so I'll be sure to put that there. A little bit up here. And then I have a few areas on my chin. So just anywhere where I have spots. I have this one right here, and then one right here. Boom. If you are somebody who is blessed with amazing, beautiful, flawless skin, go ahead and skip this part. Good for you, girl. While I let that set, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is the shade Honey. And honestly, I have like 6 different tools that I could use to do my brows. I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the Real Techniques, I believe. Yeah, Real Techniques 341 brush, and it has this angled brush on this end, and then on the other end there's a spoolie, which of course I don't use, but dab some of it, literally not getting too much product, and then I'm gonna go ahead and outline underneath my eye. I'll do like kind of a rough draft, and then the second layer I'll kind of bring it closer. So the first one, we're not really trying to make it too perfect. The second one, I like to use a close-up mirror just so that I can get it exact. And I underline. So this is what they're looking like. While I let that kind of sit a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and blend out lightly these dark marks. This is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, 300. I think it's for eyeshadow, but I obviously use it for my face, so. And I love Real Techniques, if y'all couldn't tell. They're in Ulta, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, literally everywhere has them. So it's so easy to restock on them. But yeah, I kind of just blend that in. This is like the perfect, well, I wouldn't say perfect, but it is pretty close. Up here. Now that that's done, I can I wipe off the excess on my hand, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drag this down. After dragging, I usually take the same brush that I just did my dark spots with, and I'll just kind of blend that over my eye. I like kind of like a messy, fluffy, natural brows, so I don't really stress too much about my brows, not gonna lie. But I'm done with my brows until later, I promise. Now we're moving on to the rest of our base. Next, I'm gonna be using the NARS. This is so old, all of this stuff is taken off, like you can't even really read it anymore. But this is the Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, I believe, and it has SPF 30 in it. So I like this. This is the shade Havana Medium Deep 3. I don't use foundation. I use this. I use skin tint or tinted moisturizer. And I like to use like a thicker, denser brush to apply it. This is the Sephora 09 brush. I think I got this for the sale like a while ago, and I'll kind of just put it on. I like to kind of use this as a filler. I'm not putting a lot at all. I'm mainly just like evening out my skin tone. So the places that I maybe didn't cover up my dark marks, I'm focusing on those. Okay, now that that's done, like I said, I don't put a lot at all. I'm going to be going in with, where is it? So this is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealer in the shade AA440 Medium Deep Golden. I had to get this because this is like a orangey undertone. This is more like a yellow bright undertone, and I wore this under my eyes for the longest time, the honey, and I feel like in the summer it's just way too bright. I think this matches way better with my natural red undertone, so I chose this, never went back. And this is my concealer technique. I'll start out and I'll go super close to my eye, and then I'll just fill it in. So once again, start out with the line, super close to my eye, and then I'll just fill in. I don't really put too much up here or up here. And then I'll do a dot here, a line here. I'm kind of messy. And I'll put some here, here, and that's it. Now, when I'm going out and I want like a brighter undertone, I'll put a little bit of this as well, just to kind of brighten it up. So, same thing, both eyes, boom. Now, I immediately blend here, but I will let this sit, so. And to blend, I'm using my Morphe M132 concealer brush. It's pretty dense, not gonna lie. Sorry y'all, I know my brushes are like all over the place. We got Morphe, Real Techniques, Sephora. I'm just very much a brush girl. I do not like them sponges, y'all. The sponges definitely soak up the product, in my opinion. The brushes kind of just blend. I feel like the sponges soak it up, or the blenders, the beauty blenders will soak up the product. That's just my opinion. I see people eat down with the blenders, but I just can't get behind it. I don't know. Okay, now that that's blended, I'm gonna wait maybe like 2 or so minutes, and then I'll go in and blend my under eye. Okay, now time to blend. I start from the bottom and blend that on both sides. And then I work my way inside. I'll take this brush. This is the Expert Face Brush, also by Real Techniques in 200. And I'll kind of just use this to help me blend it out. Now it is time for my contour. This is actually a foundation stick. If you know, you know. It's the Hourglass. What is this? Vanish 16.5. Looks like this. I have had this forever. A little goes a long way. So I apply some, and y'all can see my cheekbones are naturally very high. So where you apply this is all about your face and your bone structure. I like to put mine, I also kind of have a natural pigment here. I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, like I have a natural, I don't know, hyperpigmentation, whatever. I kind of follow that guideline. So that was almost too much. And then same thing on this side. I will also do some here. This is very lax, like, and then I'll do some up here on my chin. And then my nose, I'm very careful. A little goes a long way, I promise. Across, because I like to do like the button nose effects a little bit. And then underneath. And that's it. And then I don't really let this set. I kind of blend this immediately. So this is the Sephora Pro Bronzer 88 brush. This is very dense as well. I love a dense brush. Like, I don't like, unless I'm dusting off powder, I don't want a flimsy ass brush, baby. Give me some, you know, my brush. So all of my brushes are mainly pretty dense, but I'll kind of blend that out. I'm mainly blending it into my hairline as well. I love this. This is such a beautiful bronzy color. Now for my nose, I'm going to be using the Pro Shadow brush. This is also Sephora. This is the brush number 15, Pro Shadow. If y'all haven't noticed, I love using eyeshadow brushes, but I don't wear eyeshadow. I just kind of use them for what they seem like they would be used for. So to me, this was like a perfect sculpting brush for the side of my nose. And I kind of just bring it up. Both sides. Being careful to keep it like on the side of my nose. I don't want to bring it too much on the top. Take that and kind of go on the side, up the side. Okay, and this may look super harsh right now, but I promise when I go back and like blend everything, it's gonna look perfect. Okay, next we're gonna be using blush. This is the Rare Beauty in the shade Grace. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. This brush is the Pro Blush. This is actually a blush brush. I feel like everything else has been different brushes. Jeez, that's a tongue twister. But this is from Sephora, and this is the Pro Blush 96. And I love it. Like, I love the angled shape of it. It goes perfectly with my cheekbones. Kind of just blend that out. Careful to stay like on my actual cheekbone. I don't want to go too far down here, you know. So cute. I love her. All right, now for the fun part. This is my favorite step. I don't know why. I just feel like it just takes you from oily, gross, disgusting to like matte, eating down. Ugh, I love it. Okay, one size. I've had this for forever too. It lasts so long. But the one size translucent. I've tried their different shades. I don't remember which ones, but I've tried one that's kind of darker than this. And I don't know, I just like translucent. I feel like if you like a bright under eye, you need to be using translucent. I use the top and I just pour some into the top every time. And then to blend it, this is the powder puff from e.l.f. And I'll dab it. Something that I learned, y'all, don't just dab it and put it on your face. Dab it, find like a smooth part of your hand, blend it out, because how it looks on here is how it's gonna look on your face. So you want to smooth it out, and then that's when you put it on. So of course I start with my under eye. Like, come on now. Come on now. How could this not be my favorite step? Look at that. Okay, now while I bake a little bit, I'm gonna be using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, and this is in the shade 4.5, I think. And I like a very natural brow, so I'm just gonna do light strokes. And then, of course, hair-like strokes in the beginning. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm gonna take the same brush that I used for my blush, my liquid blush, and I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush powder, the darker pink, and I'm just gonna lightly tap over just to add some color back. I don't know why I always do this cheek pinker than that cheek, it never fails. Then I'm gonna be using the Morphe M103 foundation brush and the Rare Beauty, what is this? Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder in the shade Sepia. And I'm gonna kind of just put that everywhere that I put my Hourglass contour, just to add some powder. Put a little bit on my nose, nothing too crazy. Just to add some warmth back into my face. I'm gonna be using any fluffy brush that you want. So this is the Morphe M162 powder brush. This one is probably, you know how I said I like dense brushes, this is not dense, but I'm just using this to brush off any of the excess translucent powder, which shouldn't be a whole lot, honestly, because I packed it in. Now for my second favorite part, the lip combo. This is the, I have two of these, this one's not good. The Morphe Limitless Brown. As y'all can tell, this is my favorite. Y'all, I do kind of overline my top lip, not gonna lie. Just because my smile, like, it's just what I like to do. But I wouldn't even say I overline it, I just line directly on top of my top lip, if that makes sense. Crazy thing is, the other day, I had a TikTok that went viral. And I have never heard this insult before. Somebody was like, lip liner blindness. And I was like, really? I don't know. I think it looks cute when I put all my stuff together. Like, I like my lip combo. But I was like, hey, it's keeping me from getting lip fillers, so leave me alone. Anastasia Beverly Hills, Guava Lip Gloss. This is such a cute nude. But like a pinky nude. Love that. And then I'm going to finish with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 002 Ice. Okay. Now for our finishing sprays. First, we have our Airbrush Finishing Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. Love her. She kind of like blends everything together. And I'm not shy with this, as you can see. And after that dries, I'm gonna be doing the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. This is more so keeping your makeup all night. It's very dry, it feels like hairspray. That's why you need to go with Charlotte Tilbury first. After both of those are on, it's time to put on your mascara. Do not put on your bottom mascara before your setting spray. It will be a big, messy disaster. And I just use my mirror and coat my bottom lashes. Oh, and this is the, I literally don't really pay that much attention to like bottom mascara. This is the Sephora Big by Definition, just the generic Sephora mascara. This is the finished look up close. I absolutely love how this makeup turned out. I think it's so cute. I feel like I have found the tools and the makeup, the colors, the shades, the techniques that fit my face for me personally, and I just am obsessed. This is like the makeup I do every day. I don't really switch it up. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.